Hey y'all, welcome back. Um, it is Christmas Eve and my husband had to go run some errands last minute. I feel bad for him. Um, but today what we're gonna do is this is the journal that I'm working on right now. I do a monthly challenge with Dear Julie Julie and I have to make 12-page ensembles, and I'm down to my last two. So this is what my instructions look like. But what I have left is flip-flop with a flap and a corner double tuck with a mystery. And my signatures are getting kind of thick, so I figured I would do both of these in the same spot. And so to save time, I pre-cut and pre-inked everything. So you won't have to sit there and watch me ink stuff and then get bored and leave. So this is what I want to use for my flip-flop. This is a piece of wrapping paper, and I know that it's not exactly rectangle. What I'm going to do is fold this back over and ink these two edges because they won't stay flat. I've had them under a book for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days, and they still want to roll up. So that way you know that that's the line that is supposed to be folded. As you can see, there's a gazillion folds in here. I had to fold it several times to make it the size that I needed it to be. And then I had to cut a little bit off. And I didn't want to cut too much off because this is pretty wrapping paper. So in order to keep as much of it as I possibly could, I made this a pocket. And so we'll fill that in a minute. But what a flip-flop is this will go in like this. And it will be bound into the signature. And so you'll open it up and there'll be a pocket there. And then when you get to this side, this will actually flip out. Oh, I guess I really didn't need to put that there because this is going to go in its spot. That's for the other thing. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have to end up making this a gatefold in order for it to fit how I want it to fit. So let's put this aside for a second. And I'm just going to fold this in half. And then, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to gatefold it. Okay, so that'll be a nice surprise. Okay, so we're going to fold it just a little bit here in and a little bit here in. And then we're going to fold it back in half like this. And this is, you know what, actually, since we're going to see a little bit of that, I'll go ahead and ink that top and bottom spot because it will be poking out. And so the flip-flop part is we're going to take some glue, and I use Fabrifix. I like it because it's quick dry, but it also gives you enough time to move things around if you didn't put it exactly where you wanted it in the first place. And so I'm going to put this in there and fold that down. And when that's dry, you're going to have writing space on this side. Oh, that didn't really work out very well. You're going to have oh, because you know why? Yeah, I messed that up already. I should have put a little miniature, like, non-seeable spine in there. That's what I was supposed to do. So let me see if I can... No, it's probably too late for that. So what we'll end up doing is just making that flip out like that. Okay. Okay, so when you open it up, so let's fold that back over. Okay. So that's going to be like that. And then when you open it up, you're going to be able to write here and here, and then here and here and here. And then you'll have a pretty picture to look at when you open that up. And you can put pockets down here on the bottom. Oh, I didn't think about that. Let's see what we got over here. Most of the digitals that I use are Dear Julie. For her challenge, we need to use at least 2 of her digitals. But I like to complement that also with some digitals from other places. And this set here happens to be from the Graphics Fairy. And so we're going to make that a little bit interesting. And we're going to put some pockets right there. Or tucks. Oh, no. So you can't do that. Because, oh, that's not going to fit. Look at me talking to myself. You know, I told my husband when I first started doing this that I was not comfortable sitting here in my room talking to myself. And he said, why not? You do that all day anyway. And I was like, oh, I suppose you're right. Okay, so yeah, we are going to be able to do. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this a corner a corner tuck right here, and I'm going to leave just a little bit of edge there. And then we're going to take this guy, and he's going to go over here. But yeah, so I told him I wasn't really comfortable sitting here talking to myself when I first started doing this, and he said, well, that's what you do all day anyway, so what difference is it? And I was like, I suppose you got a point there. Okay, so you can put in little things. No, not those, because they match. These aren't dry yet, and so I really don't want to put anything in there, but that will actually be a little bit too big. So we can have something like that sticking out, or actually even just a plain old piece of paper. We'll get to that in a minute because that needs to dry. But that's how that's going to look. Where's my fold? That's how that is going to look when you when the signature is bound in and you open it up. So that's going to be like that. So I'm going to put this aside for a second because the other thing that I need to do is a corner double tuck with a mystery. And so my mystery is going to be, it's this set right here. Okay, let me put that aside for a second. So what I want to do is I'm going to, let me actually turn this upside down just because I want you to be able to see the edge here on both sides. And so what I'm going to do is just take a ruler here and just put a smidge of a mark right there so I know where it's going to go. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to line it up here just so I make sure that I have it exactly where I want it. And then if you don't have a scoring board, it doesn't really matter. I do have one, but I don't feel like getting it right now because this is just as easy. And now you have that little line there, and we're just going to fold that under. Make sure that it's straight. And then we're going to give it a good crease. And then that is going to go here. And we're going to glue that down. And my mystery is that it's going to be a hidden double tuck. So let me see. get that right where I want it. Okay. Is that where I want it? Right there. So you can still see that border around the piece that it's attached to. And then in order to hide this, I don't think I need that. I do. Okay, so I'm just going to erase these pencil marks because we don't want to see that. And then this here is going to be behind that. And we're just going to, did we ink that? I like to ink. It's not necessary. You can use a whole bunch of other different things like makeup and shoe polish, you know, whatever you have. And I did mention that in another video. I don't wear makeup anymore, so when I'm done with this journal, in the next one that I make, I will go ahead and show you how that works, because unlike gilding paste or gilding wax, you don't have to wait for it to dry. Okay, so when this is dry, this is going to be our other, our second tuck. Okay, so that glue isn't coming off, and so I have one of these 4-ink sand erasers. It's from Tombow Mono. I don't know if that's a whole name. Tombow is whatever. This works really well, but it is a sand eraser, so you have to use it very lightly. Otherwise, you'll either erase the image off, or you'll tear the paper if it's not thick paper. This here happens to be cardstock. Okay. Okay, so that's dry. While the other one is drying, let's put a little bit of ink on this. If you follow me, you know that I always tell you that these pointy tweezers are one of my favorite non-craft items that I keep. And prescription bottles is another one, right? This is actually doing double duty here because I have little die cuts in there, or fussy cuts, I guess. And then I can use it as a ink dauber as well. So double duty. I like that. Okay, so this here is going to go there. That's our one tuck. And then this is going to go... Okay, so this flips open like that. Okay, so, oh, I didn't think about that on the background. Okay. And I don't have any... I didn't think about that. Okay, maybe it needs to go on a different page. No, that's where I want it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, you know what? Here we go. What do we got here? I don't remember who this is from. That'll go perfect right there. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We'll do it this way. So I want just a little edge on there, so you can see that it doesn't blend in with the background. And I'm just going to line this up so I can see. I don't think that's straight exactly, but that's okay. It doesn't matter if it's straight or not. It isn't straight. That's okay. So that's where I want it. And to get an edge so it doesn't blend into the page, I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to turn it and cut this top. Oh, actually, we can have a couple of different tucks here. Okay, so I am going to cut it right here. I And don't throw this away because you can use it as another tuck. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue these two sides right here. So actually we'll end up having 3 tucks on this. But one of them is a hidden tuck, okay? Although we can make, no, I don't, we can make that a pocket. Okay. Let that dry for a second. Okay, this piece goes in here. That's 1 tuck. This piece can go in here. That'll be another tuck. And then, yeah, that's, okay, perfect. So let's just put a little bit of ink around these edges here because we want it to stand out on the page. This digital right here is actually double-sided. This is a digital from Dear Julie Julie, and I believe it's onion skin dyed. That's 2 different digitals. You see this one's darker, but I printed it on both sides. So, okay. All right, so this is going to go right here. You know, we will make it a pocket, so that'll be 2 mysteries. Okay. And I'm not going to notch that edge there. That way you know that it's supposed to be a little hidey spot. Okay, and we're going to center that right there. Okay, so this one is going to go in here, and that one can go right there. But I had this out because this is what I was going to make for my tag. So this is also the Graphics Fairy, and what I want to do is these nestle right in with each other so you can still see the border around it. And I'm going to put it right there. Actually, let me, yeah, I'll put it right there. And let's see if that's center. Okay, it's centered enough for me. So what I'm going to do is take my Crocodile, and it's got 2 size punch holes on it, 3/16, and then you flip it over, and this side is a 1/8. And I'm just going to use the 1/8 size, and I'm going to put a little hole about center right there because I have these little flat brads. Oh, not that one. That looks like there's something on there. Oh, that one does too. Maybe it's just the thing. Okay. So we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to mash these down. And so that way, these will move. And you can take it apart. I'm not going to glue that down. So you can take that apart and use the entire back for it. And that actually... So we'll need to put that there and put this one here, and we can do this over the top there. What else we got here? We'll just put a little ink on here. And that way we can have some more things in there. Yeah, let's put that on top. Okay. So this is what it's going to look like when we're all done. Where's the beginning of it? Okay, so I put this little thing here just so I know that this is exactly where it's supposed to go in the order that I wanted it to go in. So when this is sewn in, what you're going to see is when you get to this page, you're going to see here, you need some stuff in there. So let's just ink this up a little bit. Put that in there, and you know what? I got this too. And so I'm just going to go ahead and cut. We'll make it 4 inches. Okay, let's see. I don't think this is straight either. It's not, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so we're going to make it 4 inches tall. And I'm guessing, I hope that fits. But if it doesn't, we can always shave off a little bit more. Okay, and I need to cut about that much off. Really technical, right? About right there, so, okay. Okay, put a little bit of ink on these edges here. And I got some raffia, I think is what it's called, in a grab bag. And I cut some of it to use as a tassel, but I didn't cut it long enough. So what I'm going to do is put it together. Excuse me, put it together, and we're going to staple that right there. Maybe. Okay. I probably need to put some glue down there. Give it a second because I don't want it to move and I don't want the staple to miss. I'm not even in the camera there. Sorry about that. Okay. So just a little bit of glue on that, and then we're going to go ahead and put it under here. There we go. Okay. Oh, and that did come out flat. First time for everything. Okay, so this will go in here. Okay, so you'll have this flip out and then a pocket, and then you have a hidden pocket, and then you have a tuck spot, and these move, and then you have another tuck spot there that's hidden by this postcard. And then when you get to this side, flip that open. There we go. And we got 2 more pockets there. What are we going to put there? You know what? We can just, I'm just going to fold this in half and pinch that there so I know where I can get the center. So they're both going to be the same size. And let's see if that'll fit. That's probably too big. It is. Okay. Okay, so we can use this one on that side because this is going to be too big also. Okay, so that can go right there. And is that going to be too big? Yeah, so we're just going to shave a sliver off of this. And when I say sliver, I mean like a quarter of an inch. Okay. And these I can actually save and use those as tucks. Or I mean pockets. Yeah, pockets. Okay. And then that'll go right in there like that. All right. Okay, so this is actually, oh, that was not the first page that I wanted on there. That was my first page. Okay, so I'm almost done with this, and so I'll be able to do a flip through soon, because I still have a few more things that I need to do. But for now, we can mark these two off. And once I take my pictures and I put them in the right spot, then I can mark those off. And we're not quite done. So I've been kind of busy this month. And so now what I need to do in order to finish is there's 12 other pages that I need to make that are embellished but not bulky. And so I can just go back in here, and right here I can put a stencil. And then maybe, let's see, maybe here I can do, what's next in line? Some stamping. I don't know if I have any Christmas stamps, but stamping, like something like that. Add lines. Add lines. All you need to do is take a ruler, draw some lines. Or, I don't have any at hand at this moment, but what you can do is tear off the top layer of some cardboard, so you see the corrugated part, and then just rub your ink pad on it and then stamp it, and then rub your ink and then stamp and use that, and that'll give you lines. I've done that before. So let me wrap up this video and gather some things, and maybe we can get all of these 12 done in my next video. If not, I'll just break it up into 2 and do 6 and 6, and maybe that'll work. Okay, let me put that aside for a second. And I'm really excited because I'm almost done. The other day I put this on there, and I didn't even think to hit record because it was, I don't know, late at night, like 11:30 or midnight, and I was just messing around. And this here is actually a cutout, I think from Dollar Tree, maybe. And I have some gold paint that I just took my finger and put it on there. And then I took a little bit more and I put it around the edge. And then I got this, I don't even know what color it is. This dark red kind of matches over here. And so I just put my finger in that and I went around the edge on that there too. So I think to make this stand out a little bit more, I'm going to search in my stash for a pen color that's like that, or a marker of some sort. Or, yeah, no, I don't think I have any crayons that would match that, but do that. So well, I'm almost done. So when I'm done, we can do a flip through on that. This right here is going to be my closure, but I'm not going to put that on until I bind it, because when I use the closure that way and I put my holes in here, I take this and I put it through a needle, and since I only have 2 signatures, I'll put one end through here and the other end through there, so it just comes out on this side, and that way you can remove it if you want to, but I usually forget to do that at first, and it's easier if you're going to do that as your closure. It's easier to do it before you bind, because if you put the signatures in there really tight, you might rip the pages. I've done that before. Okay. So I woke up this morning to 3 new subscribers. I did set up a Ko-fi page, and there is a 5-page digital background, or it's called Winter Backgrounds in there. You can get that for free for me getting my 150 mark. And when I woke up this morning, I had 3 new subscribers overnight, and so I'm at 162. And one of those subscribers actually hit follow on my Ko-fi page. So Merry Christmas. All right. I hope y'all have a great holiday season. I don't even know how to tell you Feliz cumpleaños. If you're Spanish, that's about the extent of my Spanish. I don't know how to say Merry Christmas in any other language, but happy holidays to everybody. Click all the buttons on the bottom so you don't miss any new videos that I have come out. And come back and see my next video on those next 12 pages. Have a great day.